I want to take you live. I do understand the corridors of the Augusta House, where we do understand our very own KBC Managing Director, that is Mr. Paul Mashari, is currently before a National Assembly committee. Let's get to listen in and hear what the proceedings are ongoing there.
Now, a slight share of the Kalenjin dialect. So what is it that you are telling us that this, by virtue of you running 17 stations, you are running at a loss so that you are not able to beat your competitors?
Chair, for instance, in the Western region, we have Mayenga FM and the Ingo FM serving that region. And the challenge we are facing is the issue of infrastructure. You find that for these two vernacular services, for instance, Mayenga, we are learning Mayenga from two sites, that is Kisumu and Homa Bay, while Ingo is only transmitting from Yara. So what that means is that we are not able...
Transmitting from?
Yala, Yamninia. So what that means is that we are not able to fully reach our target audience, and that's give our competitor an upper hand.
I want him to you know, you are on oath, and I don't want you to go that route, because when you look at Ingo FM, for example, which is normally stationed, I come to KPC, I talk to my people from here. So whether it's being transmitted from Yala or not, the catchment is still the same. You can't tell me that the catchment, which is having a radio Ingo, being what it is today, can make you now run into those huge losses that you are in at the moment. There is something more than what you are telling us that is happening at KBC. I don't want you to hang on to the issue of transmission as the issue. No. Speak on exactly what is costing the whole challenge, rather than the symptoms. Those are just symptoms. Because your competitor is running 14 stations. A difference of 3 cannot make you feel it has left you the market the way you are exposed. Actually, your market share, in as much as you say you are broadcasters, I don't know your market share. Maybe if you can be able to tell us. The MD, proceed.
Maybe I can give some additional input. What I meant, when you look at our infrastructure versus what our competitors have in place, these 70 services that we are currently running, the target area of reach is not fully covered. So what that means is that when it comes to now revenue generation in terms of us selling our airtime, our competitor has an upper hand. And for advertisers, they'll go to where the reach is wider. So KBC ends up not getting sales revenue, and that is taken up by competition.
Just a minute, Mheshimiwa. I think he has gone where I wanted him to go. Are you aware that the PS instructed us to all advertisement to come through KBC?
Yes, I'm aware.
Then what do you make of that?
We have already taken initiative, and there's something that we are working on to ensure that that is done.
Mheshimiwa, just a minute, kindly. You know, when he says it's because advertisements have gone and you have been given fodder, you should ask yourself, all these news stations came and found you alive. You are there. When they came in, they started running when you are still eating on the same table. When did the rain start beating you? The Kipchoge came and left Wafula behind, because Wafula can never run with the Kipchoge. You became Wafula, Kipchoge went ahead. What happened? That's the challenge which you should be telling us. This is what happened. This is when the rain started beating us. And now that the PS has given you the lifeline, you should be able to tell this committee that having been given this and this is where we now need to be. This is where we are going to be, rather than telling us all other issues which we don't want to hear. Proceed.
What I can say is that based on the new development, then as a corporation we have to take it up and ensure that we boost our sales, and that will also enable us to further enhance our infrastructure so that KBC can go back to where it used to be before.
This being an audit committee, we don't talk in stories. You give us the projections. So can you give us the figures that we are likely to see? What are you likely to turn? Mheshimiwa asked you, we are making losses in terms of 5 billion every year, which you've reported here yourselves. With this development, what are your projections then? So that we now need to have the numbers, not the anticipations. Can you tell us from the time the PS gave you the lifeline, what numbers are you having then?
Thank you, Chair. I think right now we are in the planning stage, but many public government agencies have started calling us. We have already done our projections, especially on our rate cards, and which we are now presenting to the government advertising agency for for ratifying and also for us to sign the contract. However, we are projecting that our advertising revenue will shoot maybe up to, we are projecting up to 1.2 billion. That is per year.
Thank you. You mentioned on hands. Please, Mheshimiwa.
Well, that is the KBC MD and a host of management from the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation before the Peak Department Committee of the National Assembly. And of course, we'll be filing for you in our subsequent bulletins.